Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to another review of Movies from the Sea. This is a 1989 film, I believe, done by the great. Wait, hold on. It says 2002. That's one of the. Yeah, it's about in the late 80s. A film that James Cameron made, and I already spoiled it. So it's the special edition of The Abyss. Yeah, awesome freaking movie. I saw the theatrical cut of this because it has two cuts of the film. It's got the theatrical cut, which I saw because it's shorter, and then it's the special edition with 28 minutes of never before seen footage from that was not in the theatrical cut. And also, both films have commentaries. There's a commentary option for both versions, text only. Well, text, so I guess it's not an audio commentary, but it's better than nothing. And the film, it's really well done. James Cameron, this is one of his best films after The Terminator. The film is very intriguing. It's in the water. A bunch of scientists are going into the ocean and to look for things, and they go really deep underwater. And basically, it has a great cast. You got Ed Harris as the lead guy. You got Mary Elizabeth Mastro Antonio, who's really good in the film. She's a strong woman, but guess what? She's not some fan fiction character because Cameron knows how to put most of his films have a strong woman and it works. Here it works really well. You got Michael Biehn from Aliens and from Terminator. And the score is done by Alan Silvestri, who I love his scores from, the Avengers and Back to the Future, and in this movie he does a lot of good stuff. Um Also, the effects are fantastic. The water effects where there's this like tentacle of an alien creature coming through the ship, and you see, and it shows the face. That still looks amazing, even to this day. I'm wowed by that. That is better than anything we're going to see in the Avatar sequels because the way they did that was just fantastic. I think it was like pre CGI. I think it was early CGI, but it still looks fantastic. Yeah, that's just the cover insert of the film. If you have not seen The Abyss, go see it. I haven't seen the director's cut yet, so I don't know what's different about it. Besides the 28 minutes that they added, I don't know where it is because I've seen this film a long time ago. But excuse me, this is a really good film. Don't try to remake this because James Cameron's movies don't work if you try to remake them. They try to recreate Terminator without him. It didn't work with Genesis. They tried to do an Aliens films without him, and it didn't work. They did Alien 3 and Resurrection, and then AVP. That didn't work. Or Prometheus. They tried to do well, True Lies. They haven't done a remake or a sequel yet. But if they remake that, don't do it. It's not worth it. Abyss stands on its own. It's different from Titanic. It's different from Aliens and Avatar and Terminator. I think it's one of his best films because it's a standalone film. It didn't need a sequel. It didn't need a prequel. It didn't need a remake. It didn't need a reboot. No, this film is fine the way it is. It gets a great rating on IMDb, like a 7 point something. It's a great film. It really, it is intense. There's a scene that Mary Elizabeth Antonio almost drowns. It's really intense because Ed Harris is really acting his ass off in that movie, and he's like, "No, breathe, breathe," and then of course, she's gonna be okay because Cameron doesn't really kill off his women that much in his films, and just as the overall journey in this film is very intriguing. It's very interesting. It reminds me of a Nolan film before Christopher Nolan started directing in Hollywood, and it's just amazing. It really is. And the fact that this film is over 20 years old, is from the 80s, and it still holds up, and the effects are still great, and the cast is really strong, and the movie has atmosphere. It's not just oh, they're in the water and it's boring. No, it's really, really well done. It's really well shot. The effects look great. It has a budget behind it. It doesn't look low budget. It's really, really well done. And there were a lot of films like this. Like you had The Deep, and you had Leviathan, and you had I think it was it not Battle Beyond the Stars? It was another one. Deep Rising is kind of like this too, and it's very interesting. The ocean is very interesting in this movie because they go really deep and just you never know what's out there. There's more dangerous stuff in the water than there is on land sometimes, especially in films like this. Because Jaws, there's sharks, and then there's other movies that have barracudas and piranhas and giant squids and swordfish, a bunch of crazy things in the water. But this is a good film. It's a really good James Cameron movie that you will remember. And once you see it, you will be sucked into its great atmosphere and visuals and really good storytelling. But it is a little bit too long. The fact that the director's cut is 171 minutes. That's why I saw the theatrical cut is about 2 hours and 13 minutes. So it's a lot shorter. And if I see the director's cut, I'll probably just be like, oh, okay, it's good, but I prefer the theatrical cut because making a movie longer sometimes doesn't help it, especially when it's already long the first time. I love Lord of the Rings. The extended cuts are good, but there it is. The Return of the King feels like it's 5 hours, and sometimes when you see a long film, you can feel it. Here, the theatrical cut, I didn't feel it that much, but the director's cut, I know I'm going to feel it because that's almost 3 hours. And I have a problem with movies that run too long. You just my knees start to buckle, and anyway. But The Abyss is good. Watch this movie on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever. Watch it online. Just watch it because it's worth your time. Anyway, that's my review of The Abyss. It's a solid film. Cameron did a great job making it, and you cannot do better than him when it comes to a film like this. You just can't. I'm sorry. And it's a standalone film. It's one of the few films he made that didn't get a sequel because he did a sequel to Terminator. He did Piranha 2: The Spawning, and there's gonna be a bunch of Avatar sequels. But this one is one of the few he made that it's a great movie without comparing it to something else. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it, my 2 cents on it. It's a really good film, really worth your time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. You guys were awesome, leaving me comments on my YouTube channel. That nice girl that gave me a thumbs up for my YouTube video on my DVD update. I'm so happy that I got that. That was nice of her to do that because it makes me feel welcome here. And I've been here for 3 years, over 3 years, and I'm still going strong because you guys you give me my motivation, and I'm here to do videos for you guys because you're worth it. But anyway, that's enough for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.